Okay, welcome back to another video. Today will only be a short one, similar to yesterday's one, but we'll get straight into it. First of all, had a really good gym session today. We did legs. I haven't talked about a few of my previous gym sessions this week, but they've been really good. I was kind of on catch up, so I've trained 4 days back to back, so I've got a rest day tomorrow, and then we've got 2 more days, then 2 rest days. So, but we're caught up again after having a couple of days off when I had a bad blister on my foot. But yeah, legs today, awesome session. Decided to implement barbell back squats instead of doing belt squats or anything like that. And barbell back squats went really well, really enjoyed it. Did a really couple heavy sets. I've got a really sore glute now, but I think that'll be all right. But anyway, on to what I wanted to talk about, which is the valley of disappointment. So it's more of a theory than anything else. There's quite a few studies, evidence, multiple people talking about it, and it does make sense. In a way, it's your expectations of what you're going to achieve. And a lot of people, they think they're going to achieve a very large amount in a very short amount of time, which isn't realistic. So when you look at where you currently are and where you want to be, a lot of people presume that it's going to be a straight linear path upwards. So like this is your starting point, and then here's going to be a straight linear path to here, and this is their goal. It's not going to be like that. Obviously, there's going to be lots of little ups and downs, but even the general sense of direction won't be up like that. It's going to start off being very flat, coming along here, being a very flat diagram. You're making very little progress, and then you'll start making a little bit. But in this area here, so as you're kind of coming across, it's been a lot of time, you don't see much progress, then it starts to creep up. But while you're in this area, while you're underneath what you think your progress should be, that's what we call the valley of disappointment. And that's when it comes into play. You're going to be thinking of giving up, you're going to be thinking of quitting, of this isn't the right thing for you, you're doing something wrong, let's move on to the next side hustle, whatever it may be. That valley of disappointment is when you're not seeing the results that you expect. But it's just, if you wait that phase out, you build momentum, you compound all of your skills, all of your knowledge on what it is you're doing, and then everything takes off, everything lines up, and eventually it takes off. It just takes time and effort. So after maybe months, maybe it's even years, maybe it's like 18 months of you not seeing very minimal results, and then it starts to take off. Everything starts to click into place. You do that one thing and then the next, and then it starts to compound, and one thing after the next starts to lock in, and the puzzle pieces are suddenly aligning up, and then the momentum's building and more. And then what happens is what you presume to be your scale of progress, like this, what you end up doing, so you had your valley of disappointment, but then you start to make even further. You go valley of disappointment, but then you rise up past where you expected yourself to be. So after 18 months of doing worse than you thought you should be doing, you suddenly end up doing far, far better than you thought you would be in a much shorter amount of time. And this is when people say, oh, you're an overnight success. This is when they say, you got really lucky. Oh, this happened to you because you just did one thing. But they don't see the months and months and months or years of hard work that you previously put in to build up, get through that valley of disappointment. And that's the thing. In that valley of disappointment, that's where you do the majority of your learning, your initial learning. You take all the basic learning kind of factors in. You make all the basic mistakes, and then as you keep making those mistakes, you keep learning. Okay, I've made this mistake. I come across it in the next situation, so I get past level 1 because I know. So you do level 1, you fail it. You now know how to do level 1, so you pass level 1. Level 2, you fail level 2. You You come back again, you pass level 1, you pass level 2, but then you fail level 3. Obviously, it keeps going, keeps going. By the time you get to level 15, level 50, you've amounted such an amount of knowledge that you know how to do all of those different levels, and then you get the reward of finishing that chapter. So you've just got to keep working on yourself, keep building up that knowledge and learning from the mistakes you're making, and eventually you're going to get out of that valley of disappointment, and you're going to reach that pinnacle of success that you want to be on, and you're going to reach much further heights than you could have thought, than you would have imagined. But again, short video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.